Hey guys, it's Sarah here with New England Junk Journals. I know it has been quite a while since I have posted a video. I have this flip through that I want to do today, as well as a Happy Mail / purchases video that will go up this week as well. And I have many thrift haul videos that are just waiting to be edited and uploaded. So hoping to get around to those sooner versus than later. They've kind of been waiting for a little while. But anyway, this sweet little journal, I made recently. My manager at work is moving on to a different job, moving up. She's got a great job lined up for her, but we're going to miss her so much. So I wanted to make her a little going away gift. So let me show you how this turned out. This is made with a wallpaper cover on the outside, and on the inside I have a beautiful piece of linen offcut, not an offcut, sorry, it's a sample piece. And then I picked a beautifully embossed wallpaper to act as a pocket in the front and back. And I have just tied it around with an eyelet and this hand coffee dyed seam binding. So I'm including one of these that I had from the nature journals. I had made one extra. This is a beautiful mushroom. This is from an antique plate from a mushroom nature guide on some beautiful William Morris inspired wallpaper, and then I just put one of these little labels. I'm also tucking in a note from the bookmaker type thing here for her just to read in case she doesn't have a lot of experience with junk journals. I wish I had typed this all out myself, but I was running low on time, so I just grabbed this from House of Mahalo. She has some great digitals, including a note from the bookmaker. On this side, I used some great scrapbook paper here that I had been given recently from Annie. Beautiful, beautiful scrapbook paper. I have clipped here a French dictionary card or vocabulary card with this little Tim Holtz tiny stapled on. So cute. And then this is a digital of one of my antique steamer trunk labels. I'd gotten a bunch of these at the antique shop, and I just made a digital and inked around it so that clips over the page like that. And then on this side, I have a page out of an agenda book from 1913. I have a little cluster down here with lace, and I cut this out of like a flower doily. They were all crocheted together. This is a I believe it's 1840s, but it's a rag paper page out of a botany book. I put in this packing paper page at a jaunty angle. And then I just stitched on this snippet here, piece of a snippet roll, and then it's another one of those French dictionary cards. This was out of a antique or almost antique dictionary. It had some beautiful plates in it. It was a big oversized dictionary. And that's just a piece. This here is some antique ledger with a little bit of velvet trim glued on there. This was from the same nature series, but this came out of the book on wildflowers, and it's just a flip up. You can see it's got a plate on the front and back, and I just did a little bit of trim here with lace and a little Tim Holtz butterfly. The base page is one of the regular pages out of that series, nature series. It was from the butterfly book. A little pocket here with a fabric tag with some beautiful lace applique on there, backed with coffee dyed cardstock. And this is just a little vintage bridge tally. This is a coffee dyed receipt paper, and I just did a little bit of stamping on the edges. This is from a bird nature book, also an antique page. And I just did a little lace cluster tab with some sewn on buttons. This, I think, is some Seven Gypsies paper. I had some 6x6, so I put that in here. This page here is from a Postmaster ledger. Beautiful piece from the turn of the century, 1900, around 1900. So that's really cute. This is another beautiful piece of wallpaper. I love the pink and gray. And on this side, I have one of those plates that I had reproduced, and I had sealed this with Mod Podge sealer, and it's just hinged with some very, very old linen handkerchief piece here. The other side of that. On this side of the book plate, I put this black and white. Sorry for the shadows, guys. My lighting's not ideal, but I put this out of a, it was an Odell's flower guide, is what that was. And then I just backed it with some digital. This is from Ink and Page, from Debbie. She's got great digitals. The other side of that, little like receipt paper. Another pocket here with another bridge tally. And another one of those fabric tags. I love it with that pretty trim up top. And I had reinforced this with some fabric. Here's the other side of that pretty blank ledger. I just put a digital here to strengthen. There was a fold here. I want to make sure that that stayed strong. And then I did another little kind of tab cluster with some paper, some fabric, this beautiful piece of a handkerchief, and some trim. And then on the bottom of this here, with the packing paper, I just folded it up, and then I hand stitched this trim here. So cute. And then I hid my stitching with some masking tape. I did stamp something here, but because of the texture of the trim behind it and the finish on the masking tape, it didn't quite take, but it looks fine. the other side of that rag paper page. And then in the back, I did include another one of these steamer trunk ladies. They are so, so pretty. And that's just extra writing space. And then I put my to and from note on the back there. Another one of these great antique day diary pieces. And then at the top here, I have another little cluster with some paper, some digitals, some packing paper, some lace. And then on the very back, I have this fabric flip. I had another one of these left after making my nature journals. And I love these William Morris inspired fabrics. And then this beautiful tea dyed crochet piece here. And then in the back pocket, I have another one of these reproduced antique plates with just a little lace cluster and a little piece of digital ephemera. And then this wraps around like this. I love the way the front came out. I had, I think is it Renoir? I had a book of art prints, but they were all like stickers that you stuck in and put in the pages. So I had removed them with a little bit of hot water, and I just loved this one. I thought it went great with the wallpaper. It's got this lace, a little label, a little number label, and I absolutely love this applique lace. It's so pretty. So that is all ready for her. I am just going to wrap it up. And Ingrid, if you're watching this, it has been an absolute pleasure to work with you. And I am so happy that you are moving on to a job that's going to be better for your happiness, your health, all the many things. Congratulations and best of luck. So thanks guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this flip through. I have a couple more of these to make before the end of the year. And I've been doing a ton of cleanup in my craft room. My craft room actually looks the best probably since I've moved in here. So that's where a lot of my time has gone, to organizing and cleaning out, destashing. And I may have a small, quick craft room tour coming up as well. So thank you all, and as always, God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!